Okay, so October is recognized as Pregnancy and Infant Loss Awareness Month. So listen, it's important to raise awareness because it's a topic that's surrounded with secrecy. There's even there's shame there too, and talking about this kind of loss can really help parents cope. So joining us now, Julie Cole, co-founder of Mabel's Labels, parenting author, and mama 6, and great to have back on the show Jason Dykstra, speaker, coach, author. Okay, since the last time you had you on, you're now the author of Welcome to the S Club. And you're a father of 4.
Father of 4, 3 living.
3 living. Okay, let's get to that. I love the way you say that. Okay, so congratulations on the book.
Yeah,
what does this book mean to you?
Oh, it means a lot. I mean, I think the biggest thing is it gives me the opportunity to talk about all my kids.
Yeah.
Right. The ones that are here that I get to interact with every single day, and the one that interact with in a different way.
Okay, so do you want to talk about the one that is not here?
Sure.
And who he or she? What was their name?
Ezra.
Okay.
Yeah.
When did we lose Ezra?
Just over 7 years ago already. It's amazing how time flies, eh? So just over 7 years ago, my wife had a healthy pregnancy and everything along those lines, and on the day that she was starting to have contractions and everything like that, the midwives came and they had the ultrasound machine and couldn't find a heartbeat at all. And so we rushed to the hospital where, minutes later, then all of a sudden our boy Ezra was born, but born without breath.
Oh, goodness.
So instead of, hearing those newborn cries and sobs, the only ones that we really heard was our own.
Aww.
Yeah.
And how did what's your wife's name?
Gina.
Gina. And how's Gina?
I mean, she's good now.
Yeah.
But I think Gina also was part of the reason this book took a long time to come, because you had needed her to be ready for it as well, right?
Yeah, I mean, in so many ways, it's my story, and in other ways, it's our story, right? And so, we all have different processing and different ways of experiencing grief. Grief is unique to each individual, right? And so, this is my attempt at kind of showcasing or showing what grief was like for me during that period of time.
And I love it because it's a dad perspective too, right? Because often the focus is on mom, which I get too. I've had a loss as well. I had a miscarriage, and that's 1 in 4 women. For stillbirth, it's 1 in
1,000.
1,000. So mine is very common. But I can tell you, for people who are watching, things kind of maybe to say and not to say, since it is this month of awareness, I found it very wildly unhelpful when people said things like, it was meant to be, it was God's plan.
Everything happens for
Everything happens for, at least you can get pregnant. Those things were, I think the only thing really that can be said is, I am so sorry for your loss.
Yeah.
And that's it. And drop off a meal.
We don't know what to say, but that's the easiest thing to say, and just leave it at that. I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. Exactly.
Because what does that mean when you would hear that?
Well, it's exactly it, right? And like saying things like, I'm sorry, this sucks.
Yeah.
This is hard. I'm here for you. I love you.
Right.
Are just things that we can just show up, shut up, and be present.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times people don't know what to say, so they say nothing, which is almost worse. Like, you'd probably rather hear Ezra's name.
Of course.
On the anniversary of his birth.
Yeah.
You want to say, hey, we're thinking about Ezra today.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't, because we don't forget.
Why don't moms or dads even talk about it?
You know what? There is a funny thing around stigma and
It's up to them.
and
it's
shame.
not up to anybody else. It is up to
And it is changing. And
it is.
The work Jason's doing, it is changing. But I think there's stigma. I think about even, we don't talk about being pregnant until we're at 12 weeks because we don't want to say if we've lost the baby. Why don't we? So if I have a miscarriage, I have to go to work the next day and pretend I'm fine because nobody knew I was pregnant, because we don't want to, you don't want to have to tell somebody you had a miscarriage. Why? Why do we do that?
Yeah.
Like, we got to change the whole narrative around this.
Well, and I think that's exactly it, right? Like, it gets so cloaked in secrecy. And then we just kind of keep busy and keep doing our day-to-day life like nothing is happening.
We only got 30 seconds left, but how important was the community that you set up with other members? And what's it called? What's one of them called?
The Sad Dads Club. And they're just amazing people. And I often say, it's the worst club and the best people that are there. People that just understand our side of things and the story and what they've been through and are able to just journey alongside us.
And the book is out now?
The book is out. Everywhere books are sold.
And doing really well. So thanks for telling your story, Jason. Thanks for the book. Welcome to the S Club, and good seeing you, Julie Cole. That's our show for today. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.